Hello everybody, this is Spirelli and welcome back to Orwell. So there was a bit of a hiccup. I want to explain it real quickly. So basically I reported the video you're about to see. Then I noticed that the audio is really messed up. It has an echoing in there because my microphone was recorded twice. And the video file I cannot edit. And I was like, I'm just gonna continue, it's fine. So I played the game until the end, but this is an hour-long video with some of very important stuff. So actually I went back in, and I will be referencing this in my upcoming videos, which will be, you know, the higher number video, but I'll have recorded earlier. So it also means I know all the spoilers of the game, but I still wanted to give you all the context and everything in the order that is covered with, you know, proper audio. So I hope that's fine with you. I'm gonna do my best. And yeah, let's do it. So we just found out that he came from Kreplingen. Missing persons worldwide. There's always hope to be found. Loving dad and husband. And that is him. As you can hear from the music changing. The photo seems like it was taken ages ago. Is that his child he's holding? Well, wait till you hear the name. How could I possibly miss this? I'm such an idiot. It's legitimate to change your name when immigrating, yet very few people do so. This was Mr. Goldfell's. Aaron's must have done. Yes, so he went missing in 1993. So he was 40 at the time. The year he immigrated. What did he do? I don't know, he probably just was, you know. My dear Gunter has been missing for several years now. One day Gunter did not return from work. Colleagues and friends claim they have not seen him, nor have any clue where he might have gone. We put all our hope on the new possibility of the web to continue our search and may find him someday. Gunter, I have not lost confidence that you're still out there. You would never abandon us. You wouldn't. I know it. If you ever read this, please call or write. Just give us something to know what has became of you. We are not mad. We'll never be mad. We're just waiting for you. Your loving wife, Margaret, and daughter, Eva Ahrens. If you've seen Gunter, recognize yourself, get in touch with us. Call the number right to sighting at missingpersonsworldwide.int. Around the clock and anonymously. Anonymously. That sounds better. Yeah. So this is conflicting information with something that... Oh, with the fact that he is supposedly gay. Which actually might not be conflicting because it probably was pretty common for people, even back then, it's not that super long ago, to just do marry, even though you're gay, like marry a woman and have a family, because you couldn't really be gay openly. Public obituaries, Bonton, in loving memory. Patricia Webster Goodman. Patricia Goodman, our loving mother, died peacefully on Thursday at the age of 83 at the Bonton City Hospital. Patricia was born as the youngest of 4 children to a simple farmer couple, Anne and Larry Webster. She grew up and went to school near Fairview, where she met her soon-to-be husband, Ralph Goodman. They married in 1953 and moved to Bonton, where she would soon give birth to Olivia and 2 years later Ronald, who will always be remembered as the light in our lives. Rest in peace. Rachel Whitfield. Rachel Whitfield was full of life until the very end. From the day she was born and even today, Rachel brought smiles to faces wherever she went. She spent her life traveling the world as an aid official, trying to make it a better place. She succeeded. She went right into the heart of the crisis in Africa, yet Rachel would never ask for anything in return. I am truly grateful for having met you. And here he is, Gunter Ahrens. Age 63, passed away at his home near Bonton. Though he was friends with many, very few knew the true person behind his gentle smile. Although his achievements in life are numerous, Gunter was a person always filled with self-doubt. It is no wonder, considering the world wronged him over and over again. Yes, he made his mistakes. He wasn't innocent. Who is? Gunter always did what he thought was right. He deserved better. I'll miss you dearly, my friend. Yep, that is. You're telling me you've been chasing a dead man all along? This downright impossible. I mean, he did write an email to Nina Matanova just yesterday, didn't he? I'm beginning to hate the fact that we can only look at points of data without knowing the full story. The truth is in there, but I just don't see it. Damn it, screw all of this. Screw Orwell. I need to think. Look at all the facts again. Just watch for a while and let me know if anything new happens, okay? Yes, sir. So the report from Team Abraham's address just came in. It was completely abandoned. No furniture left, nothing. Which is no longer a surprise, I guess. Charles Haney. My husband Charles passed away last week after years of severe illness and suffering. Spent my whole life with this man, still wish I would have had more time with him. I miss him very much. Still, I'd like to think of his passing as a redemption, and for this I'm thankful. We'll see each other again. Oh, a new thought entry. The Orwell Project. By Hancock. Is this something traumatic, which I know by the music? With all the new people on their side, proper introductions are in order. Why hello there. Where did all those people come from? Might it be due to the fact that the fucking biggest newspaper in the goddamn nation just published an article on us? Didn't think they stood an audience that large. The irony is not lost on me. We tried and tried and tried to get our message through, but whatever we did, it wasn't enough to get your attention. Now you show up on our doorstep, uninvited yet still wanting attention. But come in, bump your knee, welcome. Now that you're here, let's have a small chat, shall we? I've got someone here who's desperately eager to meet all of you. I know his face. Walt, meet my good friend Benjamin Costigan. Benjamin, meet the Walt. On first sight, Benjamin seems like a fine man, doesn't he? He's 32, is in his best years, lives in a cozy house, even has a pregnant fiancée named Amy Peters. Never would you guess what terrible secrets he hides. See, Benjamin here is a government agent, in a project they apparently call Orwell. Never heard of it? No surprise. I hadn't either. They don't want us to know, at least not yet. Orwell makes it mind-numbingly easy to spy on all of you, just with a few mouse clicks. Ordinary people recruited from anywhere in the world make mouse clicks. Seem as if it were all just a game. Well, that's meta. Then there's Benjamin. He's the guy who receives your data as an elaborate look at it and says, this is the one we'll put in jail. This is the one's life we're gonna fuck up. That's one hell of a job, isn't it? Now you may ask, where did this Hancock fella get this info from? The answer is from the Orwell project itself, because the thing isn't even secure. No, I don't expect you to believe me just like that. I'd like to propose something better. Go and ask Benjamin. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that you don't know him. No problemo. Here's his address. If you would kindly visit him and send him my best regards, that would be much appreciated. We'll take care of the bastard that sit on the other side of this Orwell project, who digs through all your personal files and grin while they look at your nude photographs. I haven't seen a single nude photograph, and I don't really want to see any. Okay, thank you. Thought is your friend. We'll get them for your promise. Thoughts must be free again. Hancock. Nice name. I don't want to see a picture of you. I just noticed. Okay, yeah, no, let's leave Benjamin alone, okay. What do we have here? Langley. I have conducted a talk with the members of Thought. Of course, they claim to be neither involved in the bombings nor to be in contact with Abraham Goldfels. Thought was formed as a debate club at first, then it became an activist group. There's this Juliet King, who seems rather harmless, but as Harridan or Donald might as well be a fanatic. Talking to them gave me the impression that he's Thought's leader, if one can call him that. He openly spoke out against the government and the safety bill. He certainly seems to be the fanatic type. Observe him. Remember our agreement. Well, that didn't take long. A gift for you. Attacking all will work, but not for long. And not again, not this way. I got a gift though. Take a look on your Thought web server. Handle with care. Yeah, I think we just read what the gift was. Okay. There's new stuff on the timeline. I don't see anything new. Although it's very hard to know right now what would be new. Is new stuff on his timeline? No, it's just the information still there. Okay. Okay, I didn't finish this last time, I think. did I? Here, Joseph leaves. Goodbye, Joseph, and thanks. Yeah, thanks. Don't mention it. Goodbye. Well, your lawyer wasn't too helpful. Come on, give him a rest. It's a complicated situation for all of us. Yeah, so what's next? Suggest we meet somewhere in town and come up with a good plan. What about the old meeting place? Something important to them, huh? Shame they didn't say. But arresting either of them is out of the question at this time anyway. We don't have enough evidence against them. You mean that place? Yeah, of course. Just need to do something. Don't let me wait too long, okay? Yeah, see you there. See you. Okay. So that wasn't very helpful. So initiate hacked Orwell. This guy was behind the back-end breakdown? I should have known. That's why it was so pathetic. Like, you want to talk because he did enter it? Like, you can talk shit if he tried it unsuccessfully, but he didn't. Let me just see. Just upload that he has a wife and daughter. That's his family? Did he like leave them behind? Yes. That is exactly what happened. Huh. Wait, no. So I do have a little sheet here telling me what I did and didn't upload. So that when you watch the next video, the information that's in the system is the same and there is no weird surprises. So I did say, Harrison wants to start a war on the government. If it's war he wants, well, he shall have one. We'll have Mr. O'Donnell arrested before long. I can at least be certain of that. Okay, and now I did the big thing, which is like nothing happened anymore, so let's talk about a good friend, Benjamin Castigan. I'm not friends with my... Huh? Why am I... Where did that come from? I grant you to add more if there is any. I want to know. I need to know. Oh, hello there, good friend. You have a pregnant fiancée named Amy Peters. No! Yes, yes. Wait, I can prove it to you. Here, let me prove it to you. Right there, there's a picture. She's pretty pregnant already. No, no, no! No, yes, yes, yes. You're a government agent, but we both know that. How is this possible? This cannot be happening. I need to go home. No. Wait, let me... This is where you live. You didn't even wait for me to, like, give you your address. Well... That is all we can do for today. Mess up his life. I mean, we didn't mess up his life. His life was messed up by Hancock sending all the people to his address. Yeah, let's finish today. I think we went through everything that I want to do. So, we had some indication to believe that Abraham Goldfield was inside in the London bombing, so we need to locate him. And TNB took thought of the bombing, so the public hates thought, and there was an attack on the Orwell mainframe. And we can start the next day, under the spreading chestnut tree. Good morning, investigator. Since you have the most powerful investigative tool at your disposal, I suspect you already know who I am. You, on the other hand, have been hard-working investigation so far. You have proved Orwell is working as intended. I will be your advisor on this case. This has become far too important to leave the case to an advisor with an exposed identity. Seems as well, but no longer fit to work on Orwell. Moving forward, we will not speak about him again. As far as you're concerned, he never existed. With yesterday's reveal of Orwell, sympathizers of this terrorist group have taken to the streets. We need to show all of the nation is keeping them safe. We won't allow some fools to trample on everything we have achieved. We must get rid of the imposter pretending to be Abram Goldfeld, find out who did it and where they are hiding. Okay. Some new headlines. House of exposed government employee vandalized. Fairview. A quiet house in Fairview was ravaged by vandalism overnight as raging protesters took up arms and tried to invade the home of government employee Benjamin C. and his fiancée. Color bombs and spray paint were used to deface the outer walls of the estate along with the owner's car which was left in their driveway. The garden was trampled and several windows at the home were left shattered. Benjamin C. and his fiancée were not home during the attack, which was called in by several of their neighbors during the early hours of the morning. Just before the incident, Benjamin C. has been doxxed, a practice where online groups leak personal information on the internet were malicious intent by activist group Thought when they claimed he was linked to the new government initiative. The project, now known as Orwell, allegedly will be used to install mass surveillance on all citizens in the nation. At this time, it remains unclear whether anti-government protesters connected to the project's reveal are involved in the crime. Yep. These are not new, I don't think so, are they? Bonton, once again Freedom Plaza has become the center of attention with over a dozen citizens protesting at the ravaged Freedom Memorial on Sunday evening. The cause of the protest, the recent unveiling of Orwell, a mass surveillance program issued in secret by the government. The information was leaked by the activist group Thought, the same group that was brought to public attention as the alleged culprit of the Bonton bombings. The group claimed in a recent post that they had proof that the government had plans to use the system to put the population of the nation under mass surveillance. We've reached out to the government for a statement about Orwell project, but at the time of publication we've not received a reply. More on this story as it unfolds. Negotiations in Triflith renewed. The Persian President Khazard has given the green light to resume negotiations about re-election. This is the result that came from only one day of Prime Minister Blaine's visit to Triflith, and is widely interpreted as a beacon of hope for the crisis-riddled region. Under supervision of the Prime Minister, Khazard and the members of the opposition gathered at the round table in the Persian presidential palace after the talks had been discontinued last week. Experts who had mostly predicted long and difficult talks are surprised by the sudden change of mind by Khazard due to the Prime Minister's intervention. Meanwhile, the riots in Triflith went on, but decreased in intensity significantly, as many followers of the opposition called off their planned actions at the news of the roundtable gathering. Yes. So we have here. The deceased is once again active. Members of Thought, my dear friends. As you have all experienced already, we are being besieged by the government. They have denounced us, called us terrorists, and turned the public against us. This will stop today. The days are about to come to an end. I have a plan, but for this to work we must meet like we did in the old days, when we had our meetings in Café Chestnut. We'll have a conference call at 4 p.m. sharp, because I am well aware that a meeting in person won't work for us. You need not fear surveillance. All has been taken care of. I will contact you. Get in safe position. Be ready. I think I can upload this with anybody because he invited all of them. Langley is in here. A gathering. We must know Abraham Goldfeld is dead. Someone must be impersonating him. This is clear as crystal. Well, you are a smart one. I'm really glad I'm working with you now. We must act swiftly and collect as much evidence as possible for this gathering commences. Thought is certainly up to no good. As you know, processing data chunks is time consuming. I would say we have time for roughly 20. Be considerate. Subject: I am sorry. Nina, I'm truly sorry for having drawn the investigator's attention to you. But to be frank, you overstepped the boundaries of our agreement. The bombs were meant as a warning to those who are indifferent, a beacon of remembrance to our message that the thoughts must always be free. They're not meant to kill. Once again, you disappoint with your insurmountable hatred and rage. Consider our agreement void. So this is weird, because this must mean that the impersonator does not know that Nina is dead. which is weird. Yeah, this is just the email that all of them got. But here's one about ghosting. You must think I'm stupid. First, you don't tell me where you're going because you need to ghost, and hours later you don't answer your phone. So I called Parrots asking for, and she told me you were at Cyber Cafe Chestnut yesterday evening. Said you stormed in, then furiously wrote something on your PC. Probably this outrageous blog post the news speaks of. Then stormed back out the door. Only to meet whom? Juliet? Meaning you're back in action with the shitty group and her? I cannot fucking believe it. So now I'm trying emails, so you can't touch me any longer. You and me, we're done. So, what did you say? We only have time for 20. We have to really, really focus on the right thing, like, so that we catch them. Because I feel like it's, like, super important information that Harrison broke up. Now, Marker broke up with Harrison. I'm not particularly interested in a love life of a terrorist. Well, you should be. It's a real cool rom-com, you know? Fine. They were at Cyber Cafe Chestnut. I don't think they'll return there, so I can give you that information. This is where Harrison O'Donnell did his dirty work, probably thinking he would not be able to track him down. We will track him down. Sure. We've gone through the information we have on the remaining suspects regarding the impersonation of Abraham Goldfels. We received information from a reliable source that O'Donnell is probably the leader of Thought. O'Donnell predicted the bombings. This alone makes him suspicious. We have no idea why O'Donnell hit the post on the Thought and block in his timeline. We are yet to clarify where O'Donnell would why O'Donnell was frequenting a drugstore so often. Perhaps he provided the bomb materials. Why would O'Donnell have 2 health insurances? It's apparent that Harrison O'Donnell might well be part of the one-time bombings. He's probably the one impersonating Goldfels. I want you to prove this and knock him away for good. Sure. I'm on it. So, Cyber Cafe Chestnut. Hello world! The internet is like a chestnut tree, ever growing, branching, spreading. Everyone has the right to dwell or relax in its shadow, and we make sure you get your right. Need the web? Got you covered. Out of battery? Charge it here. Need PC access only? Also yup. Bring yours a PC or use one of ours. Find us on Sturgeon Campus Complex D, next to the actual cafe. All we ask for is an occasional donation, cash or goods in return, if you can. That's odd. Not odd. My reading skill is not on point today, but I'm having fun, and I hope you're having fun, so I'm just gonna keep going. Meet your hosts, Leonor, aka Persephone, founder and boss of the bunch. Ahmet, aka Rattlesnake, super admin and all-around super guy. Marco, aka Wicked Witch. Oh, that was your girlfriend. She keeps the drinks rolling and bits flowing. Honorable hosts, Harrison, aka Hancock, former admin and handsome. Yeah. 1 second, there's a new, but I'm not done here. Am I? High scores. What is the primary goal to win the game? We award scores for the time spent in our cafe, donating stuff or contributing to the cause of any other means. A heartfelt yay goes out to these people. Dank Frank, Hancock, Robot Lady, Multivac, Jack White, Tennis, Devnall, Elephant, Merv, Honeypot. Okay. Yeah, there's information on these, but I don't know whether there's anything relevant in here. I'm not gonna read the PC registers. I'm sorry. Oh, but Hancock's might be important. Yeah, there we go. We have your PC. Okay. Harrison talking to Juliet. Where the hell are you? Why did you leave Apes? Our plan was to hide somewhere until we are no longer public enemies number 1 and 2. Yeah, that was before I found out what you did. You exposed a government employee. Take a close look at what happened. They're after us now for sure. What was that necessary? Look at the TNB. We have developed the following. If they prosecute us now, there will be a public outcry. This tiny grout with the banners won't stop a thing. It'll be gone forever once they get us. This is why I had to leave. Did you get Abraham's email? Yeah, that was crazy. And now all of a sudden he's back and he has a plan? Can't believe it. Where was he this whole time? Will you attend this gathering? Of course! If Abe is there, we must attend. I'll hide away someplace. You can call in from my notebook. You should do the same. Don't hide anywhere you have been in the last 24 hours. They might check there first. Will do. My damn phone is gone, just like you disappeared this morning. You haven't seen it by any chance? Jesus, can you not take care of your stuff? No, I have not seen your phone. You lost his phone? I thought he would be attached to it. Fuck it, try to track it down, but it doesn't send a signal. Probably out of battery or something. Yeah, whatever. I'll go without it until the gathering. Yeah, until the gathering. Okay. So, I don't want to put the line about them not hiding anywhere where they've been the last 24 hours because I don't really want them to be found that much, so I'm not really trying to give them a lot of clues. So I feel like it makes sense to not upload that. Because it does exclude some potential places, and rather the police have to spread really thin if they want to still try and find them. Browser history. Oh, that's his phone. He said like he tried to look it up. There's his phone. He searched for Benjamin Costigan. This confirms Harrison O'Donnell is behind the exposure, but we knew that already. I know. Not trying to give you real helpful information, I'm sorry. Oh, rebel punk god. Message for the Great Hancock. We really have a lot of people here right now. That's Juliet's email address. Message. Okay. Hey you, I just wanted to thank you for your support on my blog post for the thought. I have the feeling that Nina doesn't really like me. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. Frankly, she scares me a bit. You know, I didn't want to occupy your spot, I thought. If you want to, we could meet tomorrow at Cafe Chestnut and talk about our great success at Steligan, the next big thing. Everything besides Nina. I mean, I study at the campus, we work there, so we're neighbors anyway. Are you in? She's called Dixon. Unrelated document found. Nice. He has family insurance. Why would someone like O'Donnell own a health insurance for a family member? Oh, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Oh, I think she said half time because I only have 10 data gems left. As you may or may not have heard, I've been affiliated with a group called Thought in the past. Thought I might as well blow that right into your face before some data miner doesn't claim shit. Yeah, let them claim shit if they love worthless shit all that much. Once upon a time there was a daft punk who thought to build an activist group, but failed awfully. The moral of the story is your activism isn't worth shit, because peeps just don't care. As you may or may not have heard, the TNB office is a bunch of cocksuckers. Please, no you know, don't say you haven't been warned. Okay. This is in a stretch, so I don't know from whom or to whom it is, but whatever. A Night to Remember, published by Dixon. So this is Juliet. A protest at Steligan was a lively gathering of open-minded people, students, teachers, professors, and others formed a bright, colourful crowd. I have to admit that when Abraham asked me to join Thought, I wasn't sure what to think of it. Join an activist group? That's not a thing for me. Sure, not everything is fine, but organizing protests in the streets, isn't that a bit much? But I knew Abraham as he was my professor of media ethics at Steligan, and so I trusted him. I said yes, but I wouldn't stop there. Harrison and Nina left the event belonging to me who had never done anything close to this before. Phew, pretty scary task, as both Abraham and I were closely tied to Steligan University. My suggestion was to organize a peaceful protest there, slowly raise awareness among students. They would most likely be more open-minded, prone to question the authority in the government, wouldn't they? Indeed, the protest went off without a hitch. Stoligan's president even permitted us to hold the protest on campus grounds. Close to 100 students, provided I didn't miscount, participated, many of them just joining as they walked by and wanted to know more. There was no conflict, no fear, just support. People were still talking about it a week later in halls of Stoligan. For me personally, it turned out to be a night to remember. Oh, Hancock. Jules, let me say the important thing first. You did great. That's why we chose you for this. You even thought of making sure everything could get home. Everyone could get home after the protest by organizing an extra bus. Anyway, I already got an idea for what's next. Taking it out to the street, literally. Not the university streets, more like the streets. Think you can help us organize that as well? Thanks, Harry. After this, I'm confident I might be able to organize something bigger for next time. The streets are probably not the best choice, too unsafe, but I'll come up with something. Concern 1. I think that's Nina. Juliet, I don't want to offend you. You're new and you did a good job, but this simply isn't enough. A petty protest doesn't matter on a national scale. That's the simple truth. With a pace like this, the Gov will have erected the oppressive machinery before we even get to the streets. Nina, you know I think likewise, and in the end you're right. Our next thing will be much bigger. We'll make the news for sure. But we need to be smart about it, smart like Julesy. That's why I want her to plan the next thing as well. I understand you, Nina. I'll do my best to get things right and safe. At the moment I'm thinking of Freedom Plaza. Pretty much everything we need space-wise. Would that be okay for everyone? Okay. Is there anything here to upload? No, it doesn't seem like it. Oh, another chat. Knock knock. Who's there? Huh? Who are you? Nobody's good at knock knock jokes in this game. Name's Initiate. Oh, you're this hacker guy Harrison spoke about then. Right. So, you hacked the thought block? You've been following us around? Why? What do you want? What I want? I want to know what happened to Thought. The bombings have been ringing in my head. And I just don't know, was this Thought's work? Was it Gov set up? Listen, I don't know either, I'm sorry, but this shit is majorly going down the train right now. If you can help us, do it please. I feel my help got you where you are right now. You helped to dox this Costigan. Harrison told me you wouldn't assist us. Sure. Don't talk so openly, or did you forget what's going on? Right, sorry, too late. This initiate is a nuisance. You must reveal his true identity. This might shed some light on what his motives are. Can you do that again? What you did? No, they're going to track me down for sure. Barely got out the last time. I need more intel on this thing first at the moment, if you don't. At the moment, I don't see a way. Damn. So what are you doing? Oh, you don't know yet. Abraham Goldfeld, who founded Thought, sent us a message. Thought should gather once more. What? Abe is back? Yeah, and he says he has a plan. You know him? Kinda. Where from? Coincidence. Look, if you know Abraham, why don't you attend this gathering as well? It's going down 4 PM as a conference call. Give me your number and I'll invite you as well. No, thanks but no thanks. Sounds like a trap to me, you shouldn't attend either. Pretty positive it's not, the email sounded authentic. But have it your way. I will. Good luck with this gathering. Good luck to you with finding out what's going on here. You're going to need it. Well, that's ominous. Oh, yes, right, we have his phone. Here, there you go. That's some data janks out there. Oh, nothing to say about it, I guess. And some Juliet. Here. Sleepy picture. Also nothing to say about that. Tracking. Yeah. Sparing locations for the last 24 hours, but I don't want to upload any of them because I don't wanna. Good, keep an eye on her as well. Oh, Cassandra. I can waste a data chunk on you. Skychat or mails? Let's look at the chats first. Hey dude, happy birthday to you. Have a good one. Hey Harrison, thank you so much. I'm spending the day chilling out with Huxley at the riverside. Much needed. So I take it you ain't gonna party then? Nah, getting trouble then. Hey, where's the pretty hard dude? What you done to her? She died a slow and agonizing death somewhere between 2 glops on a certain weekend, if you remember. Ah, sorry, not sorry. Yeah, thought so. Anyway, you have a good one. Cheers. Thank you for the flowers, I forgot. Still pulling up those jokes. I'm sorry, Mom, I won't be coming home today. Still living with us, Mom. I'll be there tomorrow, promise. In case anything happens, call Jake. Call Jake over, okay? Let me know if you understand. Okay, great, love you. When are you coming? I'm not coming. Do you need anything? Are you okay? I am okay. Are you coming? Mom, I'm not coming today. I will stay somewhere else, but I'm fine. Is Jake with you? Jake here. We're good, Harry. Oh, jeez. Thanks a ton, Jake. Never mind. Every conversation with, older generation ever. Meet tonight at Salvador's? For sure. 8 straight 8. Okay. You coming back tonight? Yeah, hell yeah, I will. Gonna work my shift at CCC now and be there at 6. Remember when we were back at CCC together? Man, those were the days. You're attracting all the guys while I kept pissing them off. Yeah, I'd say you made a pretty decent team, babe. Good call, bad call. I love bad call. Oh shit, what's wrong? Got a bounce ball, I'll get back to you soon. Okay. Or you can tell me what's up. Not coming back today. What? Why not? Tell me you're not staying with Julian. No, I'm not. Got a ghost for a while. Ghost? Why are you ghosting? Trust me, I just gotta. You're such a douche sometimes. Talk to you later. Fuck you. Yeah, sometime maybe. So this is the email that his ex sent. It was like, oh, first you say you have the ghost and then I see you with Juliet. To D. Schwartz. Nina, I'm truly sorry if I haven't drawn the attention to you. That's the email we read and it came from his phone. That is interesting. But he doesn't have his phone with him. Victor Rosen. That's the tech giant, isn't it? Okay. Juliet, Victor here. Oh, hey, Victor. I just talked to Maria. Why are you not at work? Oh, I sent a sick note, didn't you read? No, you did not. You were here the entire weekend, that's what the tracker says, but no one authorized you to do so. Now that you're meant to be here, you're not. Also, what is SP845601204 registered under your account? This device ID does not belong to company-approved devices. You will explain these irregularities. I want you in my office as soon as possible. I don't think so. And then she hung up. Well, she's up to something. That seems unusual. Why was she at work then? Tip, I think we have her phone. I think we have her phone. Law office is off. Joseph! Cassie? They released me. I'm free to go. Wow, that's fantastic. I can't believe it. You must have had a hand in this for sure. Well, maybe I did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, I'm going to pick you up. You sure you don't have to work? Work can wait. What the hell happened to you? Is this the same Joseph Langley? It's a long story. I will tell you on our way out. I'm so looking forward to seeing you again. Gonna be there in about 20 minutes. See you soon. Yeah, can't be soon enough. Yeah, remember at one point he was like, I tried to get to her, but they just said she refused a lawyer, and he had no way of disproving them. So that's a scary thought, where they're just like, well, she doesn't want a lawyer, she doesn't want to see you, and then, like, what are you gonna do? Even if like in his case, you presumably know better. Oh, look at her! She has a picture with Goldfields. Yeah, once again, I do not want to be checking her. I also only have 2 data checks left. Let's waste one on Goldfields. Here, this is really important information. That's the deceased guy's phone number. You got that? Goldfields is dead. What do you expect to happen on his phone line? It's almost 4 PM. We will most likely only have time for one more upload. Make sure it counts. I haven't given you a single address. Hey Jules, what's up? All good? Hey Cassie. Yeah, all is quite well. A bit swamped right. But what's new, right? It's Friday. Hangout time? No romantic dinner with Josie scheduled? Bah, you know what he's like. All work and no play. You know what? Why not? Yeah, that's my Jules. What about haunted house? We could go there. Haunted house? You? Something happened to you overnight? It's a big detour from my usual road. But fuck it, Jules wants to go to haunted house. Huh? Why don't you take the 9B? You know I don't like the place. Oh yeah, sorry, although it is a lot faster to go through Freedom Plaza, like much faster. Yeah, I know. It's pretty ridiculous being afraid of a place like that. Don't let yourself be bothered by the past. You're free to go wherever you like. Yeah, you're right, I'll give it a try. Good, Cassie. Don't make it sound like I'm a dog or something. Still up for haunted house? I am. Girl, I like your new attitude, I must say. Great. Miss Motivate, let's make it happen. So, here. This is suggesting Cassandra Watergate was possibly coerced into being at Freedom Plaza by Juliet Carrington nonetheless. Incredible. It's 4 PM. I'm getting intervention teams ready to check all locations you've mentioned. Not a single one. Get this, take that. Now, to wait and see, we'll have... there. I found enough material implying that something is very wrong about Juliet Carrington. Yeah, something's happening in the background because I'm not clicking that. Hello? Is this working? Anybody here? Well, I am. Harry, I don't know if you'd still be around. Barely got there in time. Cassie, you've been released? Yeah, thanks to Josie. Don't know what magic trick he pulled off, but it worked. This is great. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, but I am here as well. Joseph, great you're there. Holy crap. What is this? Who are you? A fool who is baffled by the madness he just witnessed. Otherwise, initiate. Well, glad you decided to join us. That's completely unintended. What do you mean? You're in the call, aren't you? Yeah, I'm also in Orwell. In Orwell? Abe sent me an IP address to get into Orwell. It makes hacking the damn thing incredibly easy. He did what? And it worked? Like a charm. I now kinda control the damn thing. It's really, really worrying. Come again? You have Orwell on a freaking leash? Fucking great! How does that? Where are you? My control is limited, and the Gulf will get control back at some point, but this isn't my primary concern. What makes me nervous is why would Abraham have such extensive knowledge of Orwell? This whole thing reeks of an enormous trap. Abe wouldn't betray us. No, he wouldn't. But you're right, something very strange is afoot. We should get out right now. This is the point where it gets even worse. I had a quick look at his file. You would not believe what it says. Abraham is dead. He died quite some time ago. What? That's impossible. I thought that when he first disappeared, but I put it into the back of my mind. What became of him? Dead? No. Abraham, how? He was very sick. Cancer. You old fool. Why couldn't you tell us? He gave Nina the orders for the bombings after his demise. This means someone has been setting her up real bad. Not only her, All of us. Who the fuck would do such a thing? The person working on this was clever. They found it all. What did they find? Who was it? Everything in here points to... you. What? Jules? You? Wait a sec, I can't fucking believe where this is going. Are you for real? Are you telling me you told Nina to place those bombs? I did. I'm not proud of it, but it had to be done. What the hell? Why? You and Nina, you two ruined everything for Abraham, and for Thought. So you decided that leaving me wasn't enough revenge, you had to kill innocent fucking people and blame it on all of Thought? It was necessary. Only when things are at the darkest will people listen, take note, and actually enact change. Abe knew that. I know it was extreme. Extreme? Extreme, it's goddamn murder! I know, damn it! Believe me, I know. You are the reason I was in custody? Jules, how could you do that to me? Thought needed to be destroyed, that was the whole point. Instead of seeking me out and arresting me, Orwell labeled you all as target persons, investigated you all, screwed up your lives. People need to see how fucked up Orwell is. It's not protection, it's invasion and manipulation, doomed for everyone. No one is innocent, everyone is a suspect. Abe wanted to make the world stand up against things like Orwell. He knew how dangerous the project was, that's why he worked on it. He did what? He worked on Orwell? This confirmed what I feared, but I didn't want to believe it. If he so could have gone to the media and make it all public, couldn't he? He was afraid. He thought nothing would ever change if he did. Can you blame him? He told me everything, and only me. Huh. Funny, I just realized you're actually a much better, yet much worse activist than Nina or me could ever be. That's admirable in a strange and very fucked up way. You're nothing but a bitch, Juliet, a liar and a killer. Cassie, Oh, just shut up. Just shut up! This is madness, Juliet. First Cassie, then you pulled me into this. All those poor people have suffered at your hand. Still don't get it. Why show all of this attention to Thought? You didn't convince anyone by your attentions. Why this gathering? Why let me hack Orwell? I just needed to convince one person how faulty Orwell was. Costigan, the guy Harry leaked into information about, was the man on the inside, only an advisor. The person who has really been spying on you still around. The person actually went through your stuff, pasted the data. The one listening right now, the investigator. That's right, I'm talking to you. I know you had to be around when everyone would come together. You had to be listening. Initiate was just a windfall, a chance to make sure you'd not immediately go up against us. Investigator, I have a question for you. Now did you saw Orwell firsthand? Do you really think that the system will help anyone? Do you think the government would not spy on you as well? Did you think you were outside the system? Think again. They evaluate even you. I knew that. He saw the madness. They observed even you, the investigator. But we can stop it. You can. Remember, you became recruited for being outside of the system, outside of the nation. What if we show people what they store about you? That even you are not outside of the system. That no one is outside of the system. All you need to do, investigators, upload the data they have on you. Incriminate yourself. This is so mind-bogglingly stupid, Jules. But the investigator cooperated. The Gulf will come after them. That's exactly the point. This evaluation is supposed to be a safety net so that no one misuses Orwell. Acting on evidence is mandatory. If the investigator incriminates themselves, they'll be forced to prosecute them and reveal this evidence that the investigators are actually being spied as well. That's absolutely mad. I don't see this working. I would like to offer an alternative, investigator. It just so happens that a certain Catherine Delacroix is in their files too. I say we make use of the fact that we control over Orwell. Let's use it as a weapon to turn it against the government. There's something dirty to be found about Miss Delacroix for sure. Let them act on that. Now we're talking. No, hurting Delacroix won't help. She's just gonna get replaced. This isn't the right way. Like I said, Jules, just shut up. Nobody's interested in what you have to say. But how can we trust the investigator? I'll show you what I can see right now. Here, streams up. Here's Cassandra's file. Oh, this feels like a slap in my face. They've been collecting all of this. They got me flagged potentially dangerous. It was this investigator. On the pro side, they did find out about Juliet's plot. That was good. Ugh, I guess it's not too bad. Maybe we can give it a try. Joseph, your turn. My turn? Huh. Know what's funny about your file, Joseph? It says here you were offered a release of Cassandra for info and thought. And you agreed. Especially given the fact what just happened to Harrison. Damn it, yes I did. I got this offer and I reported Harrison. I had to. Cassandra would not have been released otherwise. Nothing happened to Harrison. I can't believe this. This is horrible, but then again, you did it for me. I don't know what to think. Fuck. Cass, I'm sorry for Harry. I can't take this anymore. Leave me out of all of this crap. User quits. Cassie, wait. You've got to do this without me. I'm sorry. I also quits. I don't know what they meant about what happened to Harrison because I didn't send anybody at his feet so that he wasn't arrested or anything. But this is just great. See how fucked up all this is? It's exactly what we need to show people. Show them how we've all been affected. Get them to fight with us. Harrison? I might just speak my elaborate opinions, yeah? I think this is the fucker that got me fired. Looks like this investigator is the cause for me losing my TNB job. Or might as well be. Thanks for that, you douchebag. You can rot in that digital limbo of no control you're right now. I shall speak on behalf of Nina then. I only realize now it might have been my fault Nina got investigated in the first place. But it's all clear, the investigator is responsible for hunting her down like this. They caused her death, no doubt. Perhaps the investigator didn't know any better, and we know Nina was guilty. It does not strengthen my trust though. But then the investigator found out about Juliet's plans. This is why I say we can't trust this person. Meaning the final verdict is only one vote to trust the investigator. That is not enough. Are we finally going to do this my way? No, we're not. That's it. I'm out of here before this investigator gets control back. Quit. It's down to the two of us, as it seems. Well, my plan to gather support for you failed, investigator, but if you still want to fulfill my plan, go on and give Delacroix hell. You will find something dirty. Investigator, it's time to make up your mind. You can tear down the entire system. Just complete my plan, please. I will turn Delacroix into a target person. I think I can easily activate access to her PC for you as well. When Abraham stopped this work for Rosentag and the government, he cloned all the information he had and hid it in the office. He told me and I maintained it. The system is programmed to boot itself again in a couple of minutes. You'll have access to everything. You just need to find the UID of the device. Can I tell you here now that Orwell is just tracking data chunks? To fully understand if you judge and incriminate me for what I've done, I think I deserve it. It's up to you now, investigator. Do the right thing. Okay, that was difficult to read with all the overlay, because like everything was blurred out a bit. She might be our impersonator good, but she's still one notch. Remember to add all possible locations where she might be hiding. Continue to collect anything of value until the gathering. Yeah, finally, I thought this disturbance was never end. So apparently I ended the data junk as the last one I could, but that was not a good data junk because it prompted her to say all that, so that might have caused the blurriness. Sorry! The backend engineer said we've had an unwanted guest. We already know it was thought. It's about time to undo them. We must be strong. We must show these people for what they are. Nation safety is demanding it. Find a way to incriminate them, together, as a group. All we need is a hint that Abraham Goldfuss intended this group to carry out terrorist attacks. That's so easy, because he used it sarcastically, but sarcasm doesn't transfer in pieces of information. You could trace the attack back to a remote PC. I will now manually unlock this PC for you. Okay. What do we have here? Oh yeah, I don't want to upload anything on her. I think I want to follow with Juliet's plan. The one thing I'm not sure about is like, do I want to incriminate Juliet? What is this? Oh, that's her and Young. So do I want to incriminate her? And how do I incriminate myself? Why are you looking at my computer? You're supposed to trace the source of the intrusion. Leave my PC alone, now. You would not want to be assessed as a traitor, would you? What? See, as advanced as Orwell might be, it won't gather much from a switched off PC. Goodbye, investigator. Soon you'll find yourself wishing you had listened to my warnings. Okay, and this is Initiate's PC. Sorry. Juliet works at Rosen. Coincidence, seems to have organized peaceful protest. Ex of Harrison, bit too shy, maybe hiding something. Should get around to talk to her some point. Harrison, ignorant to Abe's intentions, probably inside a protest. Abe would have never approved. Great band, sounds like a lot like Red King. Loudmouth talks shit, but doesn't. Talks of doing shit, but does not a terrorist. He's running thought page now. Could try to disrupt to get attention. Web server. Why does he work for TNB now? Cover? Tries to intimidate me, lol. Wise ass. Let him crawl through my timeline. We hereby confirm that Mr. Themba van Biam was placed as an intern at Rosentech. Okay. One more file and oopsie. One more file and then we should be all good to go with the next video. It should all make sense. All the information that we had should be there. If there's any inconsistencies, I'm sorry for the mess up. But so if there's anything that I've read that I'm gonna read again in the next, like, don't worry. It'll be over. But this is the last one. This is a conversation between Goldfeld's and Initiate. Please don't do this. My friend, I appreciate your worries and I understand them. I too have considered this endlessly, but the results of this consideration can only be to intervene. I don't get it. Intervene with what? Why don't you tell me? I can't risk telling you, not now. I'll be placed at Rosentech, that is all I can say. This is very guff to deprive me of the chance for a better future. A future with my sister, here. I will not stand idly by while the most sane and intelligent person I know makes such a dick move to be corrupted by the guff. The opportunity to have such an impact on our common future will only come once in a lifetime. I need you to understand this. Bullshit. We can always do something about the guff. Find some followers, build a group, gain followers, just like me, then we start a guerrilla war. Think about what you're saying. Consider the chain of events this will set in motion. I'll found the cell of this guerrilla war, then I'll recruit members, call to arms, then we start acting, even committing bombings possibly, killing people. Then they will increase security measures, nothing gets better. I've had it, you're making up excuses. You aren't better than anyone else, this is about money, nothing else. Don't be ridiculous. This is the last time we speak. I will no longer read your blog, I will no longer comment, I will no longer care, I'll be gone. Poof. Very well, I understand. You're young, you're fiery. It is okay if you do not support the actions of a stupid old man. I would not act differently, I suppose. Maybe it's time to part ways then. It is! I hope you will achieve everything you want eventually, by peaceful means, and you'll be able to live your life freely. You will always be the one to initiate my thought with your regular comments to my post. At the very least, this will remain. Goodbye. Yeah, sorry. So this is what I meant. The requires like, we just need to incriminate them. It's right here, but he's not saying like, okay, let's do this. He's like, think about what this would lead to. If this leads to that, that would all be bad. Because that's also one thing about this game. Just disable that. I cannot pick like how far the information goes. The system highlights what I could potentially put over, because if I highlighted this all the way to the increased security measures, nothing gets better, then it would be clear that he's like not actually doing it. But as it is, it's not. So there's 2 more videos upcoming. I hope everything's correctly. I've tried to go through it. It was not super easy, but I wanted to improve the quality. Thank you so much for watching. 2 more videos, and then I already have the next game planned and all figured out. And I'll be around. See ya!